And so we come to three card tarot for the sign of Virgo. Thanks for watching, Virgo, or anyone else who's watching. If you're drawn to this reading now or in the future, then it's for you. That's how these things work. Using the Old Faithful Rider-Waite deck. This is an interesting Turkish version that someone gave me. But it is the Rider-Waite. The meanings are all the same. So let's see what we have got for the sign of Leo in this reading. Okay, we'll turn over the top card. Oh, now then, here we go. This looks like things have been rather painful, Leo. I hope they haven't been as painful as they could be, but it's different strokes for different folks. So I guess some of you have really, really been through it here. You know, part of life is that we get put through it every now and again. There's no avoiding it. And there is positive change indicated in this card, you know. Now, whatever's changed has changed, and there is no going back, Leo. There is only really the way to go back is kind of by happy memories, that kind of thing. But something has changed forever here, really, in quite a big way. Now, there is a place in the world which is well known for its tradition that if someone passes away, if a person dies, then everyone in the village will change something in their home and will never change it back again. As an acknowledgement that that is actually what happens, that is actually how it goes, and that what was dear to them, the person who was dear to them, has passed. Now, this might be a person, it might be something, an activity, it might be a thing you've lost that was very precious to you, but life goes on, life is always going on, and it is the number 3 of swords here, and that number 3, it's an odd number, you know, it always means things are going places. Things always are going places with the tarot, and Leo, you might not at this moment have any idea how you could possibly go forward, but take a look closer at this card. What we've got here is a representation of the human heart. That's what it's all about. Stabbed right through by 3 swords on such a rainy day. Well, there's the first thing that can change. When we get rain, we're going to get either sun or just an okay average day afterwards. But sometimes it rains, and when it rains, it pours. Looks like that's what's going on now, Leo, or at least in the very recent past. So I'm really sorry to see that, and I hope things will turn a corner. They actually will turn a corner sooner or later, you know, because the human heart can change. And this is the other changeable thing about this card. What can't change is the swords. They are made of steel. I guess eventually they'll rust away, but they'll last a lot longer than the condition that your heart is in at the moment. And so there'll be something new to move forward with in time. It's up to you really to decide when you want to make that change of heart. No one should rush you with this, Leo. It's entirely up to you. Now, if this is a relationship that's gone badly wrong, well, sometimes that's no bad thing. It always feels terrible at the time. But what really happens with relationships is we get kind of stuck with someone, and if it's someone we're really happy to be stuck with, that's great. And if they're really happy to be stuck with us, that's great too, as long as things are going somewhere, as long as things are moving. But what's happened here is something has come to an end in quite a strong way. And I don't want to say no going back ever, but going back into memories is one thing, and you will have learned lessons through this, no doubt about that. So that's the positive side of it as far as it goes. But basically, the heart, I'm not going to say the heart will melt away, but what you're feeling in your heart now is bound to change, because life is always changing, and therefore what we want is always changing. That is an absolute fact. The swords are there. They've happened, it's happened, whatever's happened has happened, and you have to move on, and you have to take into account that now you've learned that that really can happen in life, that things really can change in such a painful way. Okay, let's have a shuffle then, and I'm going to find out what is card number 2. It's a 3-card reading, so this is very much the heart of the matter. And now this looks rather a lot more positive. What we've got here is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the energy of all the pages is youthful, so this is a new situation coming in which is quite new to you, and that is actually really positive after the 3 of Swords. It's a great place to be in. This shows that life is changing and life is going to move on. When you've been through the 3 of Swords, it's very much up to you when you want to start allowing that to happen, and no one should rush you. I said it before, but it's a very personal thing. You need to get over this in your own time, Leo, but I would think seriously about taking some steps to get over it and trying to put things out of your mind, because positive things are happening here with the Page of Pentacles, because as young and inexperienced as he is kind of the most experienced of all the pages. There is still that youthful energy about it. There is still that not quite formed feeling about whatever's going on here. But we're looking at the Pentacles, and this is actually earth, wind, fire and water, all the elements coming together under the guidance of the divine. So you can actually look out to the universe there. You can actually ask yourself, what is the universe doing for me at this time? How am I moving forward? How is the universe moving me forward? And actually, how is the universe moving by itself? Because it does. And we have got to go along with it in some shape or form, you know, or we'll get left behind. And it is always such a good thing that life is change. It's very painful sometimes when it happens, as we've seen in the Three of Swords there. But change is a positive thing. Change is worth having. Now, the page is very green, so there is a definite healing energy about this, but there's also pure gold all around us, you know, nature everywhere, mountains in the background. Looks like that mountain has already been climbed to me. I feel in this reading of this card, he's actually climbed the mountain, got over the hill and got forward into his true nature. And think about your true nature, because once you've climbed over that big hill that we've seen in the Three of Swords there, you really do have the chance to actually be yourself. And there's no point kind of having freedom to be yourself if you don't actually use it. So, Leo, do be yourself. Yourself is a great thing to be. And take heart, because there is healing all over the place here. He's also got red legs and some red hat and everything as well. So there's forward motion indicated there. That's really positive. That's getting things going. It's also, of course, the colour of the base chakra, the root chakra. So there can be worries around money, safety, security. The thing to do is go forward in faith, okay? Because you can go forward. Every human being can at every stage in life. That is a fact, you know. Sounds like an airy-fairy positive message, but think about it, you know, the people who really succeed, not necessarily in terms of wealth or business or in any one particular way, people who succeed at anything, it's because they keep pushing, they keep moving, and there is a lot of success here with the Page of Pentacles. Pure gold everywhere, in the sky and all around. So that is a really positive turn on the events after we've seen the Three of Swords there. Remember that Three of Swords though, remember, you know, allow your heart to change when you're ready, not before, but allow your heart to change. That is the only way things are going to take off again. And they are going to take off again, okay? We've seen it. It's bound to happen because we've had the Prince of Pentacles. So I'm having a shuffle now, and let's turn over card number 3 in this reading for the sign of Leo. Do subscribe to my channel, by the way. I am doing this in early May 2020, but the best time to watch it is right now, whether that's in the future. Well, it's bound to be in the future because I haven't uploaded the video yet, but whether that's a long way in the future or just a bit later on today when the video goes up, the reading is meant for you if you're drawn to it. Doesn't even have to be for your star sign. This is just a way that I kind of organise it, and that my spirit guides kind of work with me, and you know, it's the energy of the Leo star sign that I'm working with here. That's the bottom line. But if you're drawn to it, it's for you. So hit the subscribe button, check out all my videos. That way, if you subscribe, you won't miss any. And there are getting on for 700 readings on my channel at this moment. So turning over card number 3, and it's number 21. It is the World. Now this is absolutely fantastic card to get. Now this says two things really. The first thing is completion. Yeah, this character is holding the 2 magic wands. They're the same kind of magic wand that the Magician has in card number 0 right at the beginning of the journey. But this is the last card, the ultimate card in the major arcana. It's number 21, and there's a definite coming of age here. You've made it, Leo. Okay, now maybe because we saw the 3 of Swords sticking in the heart there at the beginning, you probably don't feel as if you've made it at all, but you really have. What's happened there has actually got you ready for the next stage, and that's what really matters, because the next stage is coming. Whether we kind of like it or want it or not, the next stage is coming, and you've reached completion, Leo. This is fantastic news. So there's that one side of it, is that you've reached completion. The other side of it is that, you know, if you imagine when you were 21, okay, you've kind of completed that first part of your life. What happens then? You want to keep moving on because you've maybe got another sort of 60 to 80, maybe even more than that, I hope, years ahead of you on this earth, in this actual body, in this incarnation. Now I'm not going to say you only live once because I don't believe it. I believe very strongly in reincarnation. So you live lots and lots of times, but you only get one crack at this actual life that you've been given. And you might as well use the time to go forward and make new things happen and to actually find newness in your life. That's exciting, that's positive. And that is actually, that forward thinkingness is actually very, very attractive when you're trying to find your way into a relationship with someone you get on with. So if your heart's been broken in love, the thing to do is, would you be attracted to someone who's like, everything's hopeless? Or would you be attracted to someone who, dynamically wants to go forward and make new things happen? That's exciting, guys. And that's the way to be. And that's the way you can be. After number 21, the world card comes up. There's this laurel wreath around here. So whatever experience you've gathered, even if it's painful, it's experience of life. And you can learn a lot from it. You're bound to keep learning from it as you go forward. You don't have to learn it all now. But what you've learned with the Three of Hearts and all the strength and the healing that you've got from the Page of Pentacles who came in there, all adds up to this moment, the 21, the ability to move forward, the ability to make new things happen. Okay, Leo. Well, I shall leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to the channel. Tap the bell so you don't miss anything. Check out all those readings, and please leave me a comment, guys, as well. It's really, really, it's fun. I enjoy talking to people, and so that's great. We can have a chat. It's also really, really useful because I can get zeroed in, dialed into who I'm talking to and who I'm giving the readings to and what the readings are all about. It makes a difference, it really does, because when you leave a comment, it kind of comes into my energy field, and my spirit guides will pick up all kinds of things and they will liaise with your spirit guides. That's how this works. That's how you are drawn to watch this reading today, tonight, this morning, this afternoon, or whenever you're watching it. Okay, so do help that zeroing in process. Leave me a comment and I will get back to you. I always reply to them because I always enjoy reading them and I enjoy meeting people. What else is the internet for? Well, probably lots of things, but meeting people is one of the best things there is about it. So leave me a comment. We will share the journey that way. And of course, thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, please, guys. It really helps the channel. Okay, I will be along soon with more readings, so do subscribe so you don't miss any of them. Take good care of yourselves, Leo. I'll see you again very soon. Peace to you.